Hello everyone and welcome to our third episode of Common People Unscripted. This is your host Zahra Mirza with you. So I've just decided that I am not going to be introducing today's episode. We're just going to straight start watching today's story, and I request everyone to please watch it and share it with as many people as possible, because my whole point is to create awareness. We all need to understand that how a simple act of kindness can be a great deal of motivation for someone.
I thought it's a kind of fever, it will go away. Yeah, I thought it's a kind of fever, it will go away some days or maybe a few months. I started studying about it. I started doing Google on Google पे करने शुरू हो गई थी, and then I had to accept okay, it's not one day, it's not 2 days, it's not months, it's years. And I have to go with it. Sorry. Cerebral palsy is a kind of brain damage which can happen during the birth. Oxygen की कमी की वजह से any kind of head injury or head injury during the early stages. Like 3 months, 4 months, उसमें अगर कोई head injury होती है तो अगर brain का कोई part damage हो जाता है उसकी वजह से you get cerebral palsy, which can be either one side or all 4 limbs of your body. I found out about Musa that he have CP when he was 10 months. Because to diagnose CP in early stages, it is very difficult. When I started going to doctor in Pakistan, back home in Pakistan, some doctors said he was not sitting. At the age of 8 months, he was not sitting, so I was concerned at why he's not sitting. I started going to doctors and they said he will be fine, he will start sitting, because some children they sit late. That it was happening in almost every hospital. Wherever I was going, it was कि कुछ बच्चे late बैठते हैं. When I came here back to UAE and I went to another doctor, she diagnosed that he has CP. That's why he's not. It's like development delays. He will sit late. He will do the things very, very late. If I say my family, Alhamdulillah, my family, my in-laws, they are very, very supportive. In case of Musa, they're mashallah, every time they are there. But where there are good people, there are bad people. When I move out of the house with Musa, I even hear the sounds that Astaghfirullah. And literally, एक दफ़ा ये हुआ है कि I was in lift and there was an old lady standing with me, and after seeing Musa, she said the same thing. Astaghfirullah, he is a punishment. And I was like, punishment for what? She said, you must have done something wrong. So I said, I have done wrong. Allah will punish me, not him. Why will he punish him? And she moved on. She was like, उसका सर को ऐसे नोट करके she just moved out of the lift. Even when I go to malls, I see people coming up to Musa, saying him hello, and some people staring at him with अजीब सी नज़र. Because I have seen I hardly see people bringing special children in the malls, in the birthday parties, out of the houses. I have seen people locking them in their homes. उनको बाहर नहीं लेके जाना, उनको गेस्ट के सामने नहीं लेकर आना, उनको रूम रहने दो, बाहर नहीं आए. मैंने ये सब कुछ देखा है. 2 years back जब मूसा की hip bone dislocate हो गई थी, so I had to check for the orthopediatrics all around. I was checking here and back home also. So I came across a doctor who said me अगर आपको इतनी ही प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, उसकी लोअर बॉडी स्टिफ हो रही है, तो इट्स गेटिंग रियली स्टिफ, तो आप एक काम करें, नीचे की बॉडी की जो है वेन्स कटवा दें. नो मोशन एट ऑल इन द लोअर बॉडी, बिल्कुल मूव नहीं करेगी एंड इट विल बी कोई जान नहीं है. बैक होम इन गाँव कंट्रीज इफ़ यू गो टू इस तरह के centers, you'll see so many special children. I have seen people getting divorced because they have special children, and I need to ask why. Because these people, they ask for equally attention as a normal child. People are really scared, and one main reason is if कोई भी बात करेगा, society will put them down. I have seen people when they talk, their relatives, their friends, their family, I have seen such people who don't want them to be accepted in the society, and people start torturing them with the अलग-अलग तरह की बातें, ताने. क्यों मूसा को उछाल रही हो? they said me کہ تم اچھال رہی, تم جان بوجھ کے لوگوں کے نظروں میں یا جان بوجھ کے لوگوں کے اس میں ہونا چاہ رہی ہو کہ ایک سافٹ کارنر میں آنا چاہ رہی ہو, تو شاید تم اس لیے موسیٰ کو اچھال رہی ہو. تو دیٹس واٹ آئی ول سے اسپیشل پیرنٹس کہ پلیز اپنے بچوں کو لے کر باہر آؤ. Don't put them down because of the society. Don't lock them in your rooms because وہ ڈر جائیں گے. And if you will not bring them out, they will never learn to face the world. میں نے دیکھا ہے کہ تم نے اس بارے میں بات کی, تمہیں پتہ نہیں اس طرح کے بچوں کو باہر نہیں لے کر آتے, کہ بہت سے لوگوں نے بچوں کے بارے میں یا اپنے بچوں کے بارے میں اس لیے بھی نہیں بات کرتے کہ لوگ کیا سوچیں گے. یہ ہوتا ہے کہ لوگ کیا سوچیں گے. I can't do that. Because for me, he's the biggest blessing. And I am proud of him, alhamdulillah. Musa have never troubled me and he was never a burden for me. And this is the thing I want people to understand, that they are your children's. You have given birth to them. Don't leave them. Because they seek equal attentions, kya tang kar lenge. Those parents who don't know about it, if you go to Ministry of Health in UAE, in Dubai especially, and they have a card called MSA government card. That cards give you free RTA parking, free Saldik, and even you get 50% discounts on Etisalat. Get that card done, get that card made for your kids, because اس سے یہ ہوگا کہ اگر آپ کہیں مال وغیرہ میں جا رہے ہیں, you'll get the handicap parking easily. پلس اگر آپ RTA اور Saldik کا ہے, اس کا کافی آپ کو کافی کاسٹ بچ جاتی ہے. سب سے پہلے تو یہ کہ when people start judging کہ سزا ہوگی یا آزمائش ہوگی, اللہ تعالیٰ نے آزمائشیں اپنے ہی قریبی بندوں کے لیے رکھی ہیں. So all those parents who have special children, you are blessed, you are really really blessed, کیونکہ آپ لوگ اللہ تعالیٰ کی نظروں میں ہو. And I feel کہ اگر موسیٰ میرے گھر میں ہے تو اللہ تعالیٰ کی خاص نظر میرے گھر پہ ہے. And secondly, why are people judging? ہم لوگ خود کتنے گناہ کار ہیں, we don't know. So ہمارے گناہ کی اللہ تعالیٰ نے کہاں لکھا ہے کہ آپ کے گناہ کی سزا آپ کے بچے کو ملے گی. But I have read کہ اللہ تعالیٰ نے یہ کہا ہے کہ اللہ اس کو آزمائے گا, اپنے قریبی بندوں کو اس طرح آزمائے گا اولاد, مال اور صحت سے. یہ اگر آزمائش اگر آپ کے اوپر آئی ہے تو آپ یہی سمجھو کہ آپ اللہ تعالیٰ کے بہت قریب ہو. And then that's when I realized that Allah doesn't create junk. He always makes things perfect. And I feel Musa is perfect, alhamdulillah.